Hello, everybody. This is Acadian Jammer, and welcome to the third episode of the Ultimate Terraria tutorial. In last episode, we finished building our house and moved in our NPC. We took a look at some of the environment we have to look at here, the visual interface, the interface we have to work with. One thing we didn't look at was the mana, so I'll explain that to you now. Okay, let's talk about the mana. So what the mana does, mana is energy that you need to use magical weapons. And unfortunately, I don't have a magic weapon right now. The one weapon you can find at the beginning of the game in chests is called the Wand of Sparking, so I'll be looking for that. But so I can't demonstrate the mana yet. But to start with in the game, you have 1 star, which gives you 20 mana. So each star gives you 20. I can increase that. I can go up to 10 stars, which will give you a total of 200 mana. And to add stars to my mana, the way to do that is I produce mana stars by with the fallen stars here. I need 3 fallen stars to make 1 mana star, and I only have 1 right now, so I can't really make a mana star. I thought I'd talk about some of the items I have in my inventory in my hotbar right now. There are over 3,600 items in Terraria, and we'll try to go through them all. And I know like some of them will be impossible to see in the world I have today. Some items can will only appear in the hard mode. We might look at that in a different world. But let's take a look at what we have. So let's take a closer look at our copper short sword. Copper is an ore that we can find in our world. So depending on the world you have, you will either find copper or its equivalent, which is tin. And I have seen some tin in this world here, so we're not going to find any copper, but we will find tin. But they're equivalent. So if we point at the item here, it will tell you a bit about it. So this is a copper short sword. It gives 5 melee damage. Okay, so it tells you how much damage it makes. It has a 4% critical strike chance, and what a critical strike is, when you hit an enemy, when you do get a critical strike, it will deal double the damage, and it will also give 40% more knockback. And knockback, what that is when you hit an enemy. I'm not seeing any enemies now, but when you hit it, it might just get knocked back. So the more knockback, the better, because it will keep the enemy away from you. So the short sword, will have weak knockback, so that's not very good. But it has very fast speed, right? So if you attack with it, you can attack really quickly with it. Okay. Now, if we compare that to the pickaxe, because we have been attacking with the pickaxe. Oh, it's starting to rain. Okay, we'll talk about that event in a minute. But let's finish off what we have here. The copper pickaxe only deals 4 melee damage instead of 5, so it doesn't deal as much damage. The same critical strike chance, 4%. Fast speed, which is not as fast as the short sword, which has very fast speed. A very weak knockback, which is even worse than the sword. So and it has, but like I said in the early episode, the reason why I like the pickaxe, I prefer the pickaxe, is because you can protect your head, which you can't do with a sword. This pickaxe has 35% pickaxe power. So, and what pickaxe power is how much damage it can do to a block when you hit it. So the higher the pickaxe power, the faster you can destroy that block. And there are also more advanced blocks, like harder blocks, which you cannot destroy at all unless you have a high enough pickaxe power. So a 35% is very low. And this copper pickaxe also has a modifier of -1 range, so it doesn't it doesn't hit very far. So I can only destroy this far. I can't go down this so far. Okay. The axe is a forceful copper axe. Now, sometimes a tool or a weapon will have a modifier, like it'll have an adjective before the name. So this one is a forceful, which is good. And to know what the modifier is, you just look at what's in green at the end here, or in red. Like sometimes it's a bad modifier; it'll be written in red. But here it's a good modifier, so it's plus 15% knockback, which is great. So if we look at the copper pickaxe, it deals 3 melee damage, which is worse than the pickaxe and obviously worse than the sword. 4% critical strike chance. It's got average speed, which is fast. It's just slower than these two. Average knockback, so it's got better knockback. And 35 axe power, and like the pickaxe power, the axe power is how much force the axe will deal in chopping a tree, for example. And this has a -1 range. Okay, this item here is a swiftness potion. It's a consumable. And when you drink that potion, it will increase your movement speed by 25%. And it will last for 4 minutes. So this is it's a buff potion, and what I mean by a buff potion is that when you consume it, it will give you an advantage, but it's for just a limited amount of time. We have a fallen star. The fallen stars, they fall from the sky at night, and you can pick them up. And if by chance, it doesn't happen very often, but if it does hit an enemy while it's falling, it will deal a lot of damage. It might kill them. And like I said before, if you have 3 fallen star, I can use the crafting table here to craft a mana star, which I can use to raise my mana. And stars are also used in recipes. Like I can make different kinds of potions with it. And we'll talk about what you can make with fallen stars later. It can also be used for ammo for the star cannon, which we'll see later. So you could actually even put the star in your ammo slots here. Okay, I'll show you. Oh, I guess you can't. I thought you could, but no, you can't. Wait a second. I'm sure I can. Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Acorns. You can use to plant trees, and depending on the biome we're in, it will grow into a different type of tree. Here we're in a forest biome, so you saw the trees around here, what they look like. So, but I'll show you other biomes. We'll go for a quick walk there later to show you some other biomes, and I'll plant some acorns to show you what happens to those acorns. Torches are very important in this game. Especially for exploring caves where it's so dark. Torch will light your way. Torches, they can be placed. And they provide light. Okay, and you can also use those in different recipes to create different kind of torches. This is a recall potion. It's a consumable, and it teleports you home. So I can go walk all the way to the right to the ocean. If I drink this potion, it'll teleport me back to my spawn point, which is around here in the house. This is wood wall, and you know what we do with those. We can create a back wall here, so we can protect ourselves from monsters that could come in if there's no back wall. Okay, and these torches here are held by the back wall. So if there was no back wall here, I couldn't put a torch up here. So, and what do we have? We have the sunflower. The sunflowers are nice. They are actually it's actually a furniture item. When I talk about a furniture item, there are different types of items, and I'll talk about those later. But what I mean by a furniture item is that they can be placed and removed with a pickaxe. So I'm going to put one out here. So sunflowers are pretty useful. Now you've noticed what, as soon as I put this here, this little icon up here, I am now happy. The sunflower provides the happy buff to a player, which is within 50 tiles of the flower. So if I walk away far enough, the happy buff will disappear. Let me show you. I'm still good. It works pretty far, as you can tell. There, it's gone. Okay, now it's back. So what the happy buff does, it makes the player, it gives him a plus 10% movement speed, so I do run faster with the happy buff. And it also decreases the monster spawn, so it's kind of nice to have around your house to decrease the monster spawn. So I'm going to add one on the other side here. Oops. Okay. And another thing it does, it stops the spread of corruption or crimson. Now, you probably don't know, if you've never played this game, you have no idea what I'm talking about, but I will show you what that is when we go for a walk later. And it's a biome that's very, very dangerous, so I wouldn't want to go there now with limited weapons and no armor. What else do I have? Oh, I have a shackle. And this one has a modifier. It's a warding shackle. The warding shackle gives me +4 defense. It's an equipable item, and it gives me, by default, it gives me 1 defense. So what you do to make it to activate it is you take it and you put it in one of these 5 slots here, which are for equipable items. This is one of the basic equipable items. Like, it's not very strong, but it's good at the start. And how I got this is from a zombie. Zombies, sometimes they will drop shackles. Okay, so now I have a bit more defense. Okay, and I also have gel, which are dropped from slimes, and these are used to make torches, among other things. Okay. And I'm starting to get a little more money. I have 4 copper coins and 6 silver coins. So, which is worth 6 silver coins is actually worth 600 copper coins. So that's kind of nice. Okay. And I also got some arrows, which were probably dropped by zombies. Okay. So I have 2 wooden arrows. I would need a bow to use those. This one has 5 range damage. So I need a ranged weapon, a bow. 4% critical strike chance, very weak knockback. It's an ammo item, okay, instead of material. So these are what I have, okay. Now, I thought what I'd do today, because I have literally no more wood. I'm going to need some wood to advance into this game. Just a minute. Now, I wanted to talk to you about what's going on here. There's rain coming down, and I thought I'd talk about what that does. Rain occurs randomly throughout the game, and when it happens, it affects all the surface biomes for 24 hours. So when it starts raining, it will rain for 24 hours. So, and that's in the game. That's 24 real-world minutes. Okay. So it will go through the day and the night, the whole cycle. So when it rains, you'll see, like right now it's daytime, it does look a little darker, okay, and the music is different. It does have some effects, like you'll see different enemies when it rains like that. Like you might see a slime with an umbrella hat. You might have a zombie wearing a raincoat, something like that. You'll see goldfish walking up right on land. You'll also see more. You'll see more critters that you can. Critters are stuff like worms or grasshoppers, which you can use, which you can catch for bait when you go fishing, and we'll talk about fishing later. You have more fishing power when it rains, so it's better to fish when it's raining, even in real life, right? And also the NPCs will remain in their house as if it's dark. When it's dark, the NPCs come back in their house and they stay indoors. And it's the same for when it rains. All right. Okay, so let's. So I'm gonna start by cutting some wood. Okay, here we have. See, now we're getting close to a snow biome. And when you're in a snow biome, the rain turns into a blizzard, as you can see here. So if I keep going right, I'm going to hit a snow biome. Now this here, what you see here is a pot, and I can break that. And inside that pot will be items that I can take. 20 rope, okay? Look what I got, 20 rope. And I'll show you what I can do with rope. Let's say that I can't. See, I can't jump here. It's too high for me. So what I can do is, I can. Well, actually, I can't jump here. Let's put it in a better place. Oh, see here. You see a slime here with an umbrella. I'm gonna kill that. Oh, I need to make a better weapon. This is bad. Let him go. Snow biome. Oops. You can see here we have different trees depending on the biome. So I'm going to plant some seeds. So if I plant a seed here, it's going to turn into one of those trees, right? I'm going to cut one here. Cut a few. Oh, that's a flying fish. That's an enemy. Okay, whoa. Okay, I got the fish. Fish give more coins than the slimes. I'm gonna die here. I'm gonna go make a better weapon. Let's go make a wooden sword. Whoops! I never even saw that slime. 26. All right, let's go back to the house and make a wooden sword. I don't have any wood, but I have 12 wood. I don't know if that's enough to make a sword. Probably not. Let's ask a guide how much wood it takes to craft a sword. So I pick one wood and put it in the material spot here. So let's take a look at how much wood it takes to build a sword. Boreal wood sword. It takes 7 wood. I can make that. Let's make it. So that boreal wood sword actually deals more damage than a regular wood sword. So I'm going to craft that. I need 7. Okay, so there. I'm going to use the large boreal wood sword, 8 melee damage. Awesome. Let's try it out. Let's try it out on this flying fish. Come here. Oh yeah, much better. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna plant some trees here. You don't want to put them too close, because if you put them too close to each other, they won't grow. They need room to grow, so I'm gonna space them out a little bit. All right. There you go. I can remove this bush here. It's in the way. So acorn. All right. Now let's go take a look on the other side. I'm just looking for some regular wood, really. Oh, there's some. Let's go cut those trees. It looks dark. You probably can't hear the music very well. I'm gonna go into the in here and raise the volume for the music. You let me know if you find that's too loud, and I'll turn it down. I just want you to hear the different types of music depending on the biome you're in. Okay? So let's get some trees. So what we're going to do with the trees, with the wood, is we're going to build some more houses to attract some new NPCs. We do want to attract some NPCs because every NPC has a function. Some sell items, and there are some items that I do want to buy. I would like to attract the merchant. Okay. Now, the NPCs will only appear under certain conditions. Every NPC has a different condition for them appearing and moving into one of our houses. The one I'd like to get is the merchant. I'd like to get him first if I can. And the merchant will only has a chance of appearing if you have at least 50 silver coins. And right now I only have 8, so I need to get more money. And to get more money I need to kill... Why am I using my axe? I need to kill more enemies to get more coins. So, alright, so let's get some wood. Okay, how much wood do I have? I have 98. Let's put it here so I can see. Let's try to get to at least 200, maybe 3. 200 might be enough. Let's kill this slime. There. Give me the money. And the gel. I should replant as I cut here, I guess. Here, I'll put a few here. Okay, acorn. Let's do that. There. We have a tree farm going. There, that should be due. I like the flying fish. They give silver coins. Much more money than the slimes. Oh, this one only gave 81 copper. Cheapskate. Okay. We have 130 wood. 130. That's not going to be enough. Now these little saplings that I'm planting, they will eventually grow, and when they grow, it's all of a sudden, like they don't grow progressively. They will turn into a full-fledged tree, like in a millisecond. And when you see that happen, there's a cool... Oh, see? That just happened. That's new to this version, the graphical effects. I kind of like that. So, well, let's go cut that tree. I have 171 wood. Okay, how am I doing for time? Ooh, 22 minutes. I'm going to have to stop very soon. I'm not going to have time to build my house today. I'm just going to gather wood and stop there, I guess. So, let's at least get to 250. Or let's just get these 5 trees and I'll end the video there. And here we have mushrooms, which I can use to heal myself. And I can also use to make healing potions, which are more powerful than the mushroom itself. And this flower here, I'm not going to pick up, and I'll tell you why in the next episode. Oops. If I pick that flower, actually I'll tell you now. If I pick that flower is known as, it's an ingredient to make dye, orange dye, okay? And I don't want to have a dye ingredient because that might attract the wrong NPC. I want to get the merchant. And I need 50 coins. 50 silver coins. Give me your money, flying fish. Come on. Give me a silver. 81 copper. Jeez. Alright. Let's get these 2 trees and then we'll stop the episode. Alright. And in the next episode we'll start working on our house. And we'll visit the world a little bit and try to see what biomes are near us. Okay? Alright. That'll do. Alright. So, that's the conclusion of the 3rd episode. So thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please press the like button, and please give me comments. Give me your anything you like about the videos, anything you don't like, let me know, and I might change some things, the way I do things. I like to do this tutorial mainly for the target audience is people who've never played it before. So, all right, so take care, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.